Futures trading is risky and can result in substantial financial loss. Never put a futures position on without a stop loss order in place.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from all around the world. Welcome to Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. Well, we got a lot to talk about. You saw what that S&P and NASDAQ did today, right? Boom, boom. It's what we were expecting. We missed it by $2 in the S&P. I hate when that happens, but my personal preference, I sit back and that day I missed it. There'll be another boat leaving, another ferry leaving Staten Island from Manhattan another day. I wait. That's my personal preference. And in fact, I think that is going to be the basis of our show this evening. Well, let me start with this. I started this show December 19th. My first video I put out December 19th. And I started to get some email replies, and I realized that I'm actually making a small dent. You never know what I'll leave behind. Hey, the doors are opening up because, you know, everybody wants to leave a little bit of a mark when they leave, and maybe I can help enough people to have left a small mark. In any event, I've gotten hundreds and hundreds of letters from you traders and you analysts, and it's been incredible. You guys are great. But I did an analysis, and I've been saying evening after evening that I will read your letters and I will tailor my show more towards your liking. Well, as you know, because I stay up till 4 in the morning almost every night, and every one of you out there know I've written back to you personally. There's no form letters coming from me. I read these, I write back to them. In any event, I've done an analysis on you as a whole, as an audience, and I think I have something that can help everybody out in their trading. So we are going to change the format slightly of how we issue our recommendations. And I just want to I'll read 3 quick emails, and it'll just give you a flavor for why I've come to this conclusion. Hi Oscar, just a note to tell you, I am really impressed with your analysis, as always. Even though today's S&P did not get to the buy point, I still made money. Fact is, trusting in your sense of the market, even though the buy point was a tad too low, was enough impetus for me to combine with my own analysis and indicators and jump in just a little later. 2.5 points profit on a couple of lots ain't half bad. Anyway, you won't hear me complain. Best regards, Mohammed. Mohammed, thank you so much. There's so many like this, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. Hi Oscar, I was curious about how ironclad you are on your entries. Your call for bullish market for Wednesday was correct. I see you're not getting the pullback you want for your entry. Do you jump in at some point higher and catch a decent portion of the move? My answer is my style, not a chance. I will not budge. My plan doesn't work today. I plan on short-term trading every day until the cows come home. And if my plan doesn't work, I sit back and I watch it go without me. In a pit, would I jump in and out? 500 times before the day's over. From a desk, I have rules. I stand pat at my rules. My rules say we reach a certain level. Today happened to be 1432.75. Buy it there. If we don't get there, the boat leaves without me. Tomorrow there'll be another boat. With that in mind, I think it's extremely difficult to put the numbers out the night before with no wiggle room for entries. And I think he's correct. I think all of you are correct about that. I commend you for your diligent work and generosity in sharing. I know you alter your exit sometimes with your flash updates. He commends me for his generosity. Thank you, Freddie. Freddie, thank you so much. One more, I'll stop boring you with this after this. Just a few words to thank you for offering your experience in assessing the markets. Your video presentations are a highly enjoyable mix of high-tech, i.e. the video and YouTube marriage, and low-tech, your whiteboards and pen. Hey, I like that too. I was going to use a chalkboard. I was going to really get ancient on you guys. And your demeanor, just superb. Well, thank you. As you requested of us in one of your videos, I do not follow your recommendations to the letter. I use it as an indicator. More specifically, you give me a bias for the market. Wow, does this guy know how to read why I started this show? For example, yesterday was a good day. Your recommendation for E-mini S&P was below the market price. Therefore, the initial bias was down. And he's right, speaking of the day before, not today's trading. Today would be the 24th that we're talking about still in this letter. But then you told us you expected a change to an up bias, which I did say in last night's video, we would head up. That is exactly what happened. I made money on the way down and the way up. I have my own chart set up where I read my work, what my work tells me to be appropriate entry and exit levels. I am also more of a scalper with a maximum of 2 points profit for now until I become more comfortable with larger intraday periods. Thanks again. Keep up the superb work. Carlos. Carlos, thank you. Now, I can just read letter after letter, and although they don't say the same thing, 95% of you said the same thing in your letters to me in a different way. That is, we have our own style of trading, and your entry and exit levels are fantastic on a lot of days, but it's beginning to stop us from doing our own analysis because yours, we feel, are better than ours for some reason, and I always tell you guys are probably better than me. I do have a little bit of video, but nothing about that right now. So with this in mind, this whole idea behind you guys wanting to kind of mix your analysis in with mine, which is really why I started this show to begin with, to teach you to use me as an indicator. So from this day forward, I have become Oscar, the omnidirectional indicator. I no longer am going to say, buy it right here, put your stop right there, and get out right here. You know why? Because nobody can be that right. And if it's crippling you from jumping in at your own work, then I'm more hurting you or hindering your work than helping. So here's the plan. From now on, and I'll read you how we're going to do it. It's still going to be as simple, but it's going to give you more freedom to approach the market after you've done your own homework. Using my directional calls should enable you to pull the trigger on your own trade. That's all I ask of you. Use me for a directional indicator. Oscar the omnidirectional indicator. Do your homework. Use me for an indicator. From now on, I'm going to give you recs in this sort of fashion. Are you ready? Here we go. Tomorrow being trade date Thursday, 125.07. Here's how we're going to look at this. Our direction for E-mini S&P is up. We're bullish for tomorrow. A possible support entry level should materialize around 442.5 to 440.5. There's a zone right there. That's where you'll probably find support. Maybe you can buy there. I'm not giving you a definite buy area. You come up with your own buy area. That's what this is about. I'll give you my direction. As far as indicators are concerned, I have a lot of experience, and I'll bet you I'm better than a lot of those indicators that you're going to pop up on your programs. Not that I'm any better than anything else, but I have lots of experience at this, so I'm a decent indicator to see if it jives well with the others that you're familiar with and that are your favorites. Again, our direction is bullish for mini, S&P. Possible entry level of support is 442.5 to 440.5. If you find work above that, feel free to jump in. That's what this is all about. Below 1435 in the March E-mini, that negates my bullish posture. I think we can get as high as 1454 to 1456. So again, to recap, direction, bullish for tomorrow, I expect up. I expect possible support between 1442.5 and 1440.5. I would say if it gets under 35, 1435, I wouldn't be long this thing anymore. And between 1454 and 1456, I would look to jump out. So that's how we're going to call the E-mini S&P. NASDAQ, I know I've been I've been teasing you with these NASDAQ trades. I think I got a good one for tomorrow. The direction, bullish. Once again, we like the NASDAQ. Possible entry level, where I find some support between 1118 and 1108 on a pullback. Somewhere in there, maybe you'll find a reason to agree with me, and maybe you'll want to put some orders in around there, but that's not a hard given spot to put your orders in. So support, possible entry level, 1118 to 1108, that's in the NASDAQ. Remember, place your orders in the electronic market right after the video. Below 1790 will certainly negate my bullish posture. So again, in the March mini NASDAQ, or the large one, below 1790, and you know what, I wouldn't want to be long this thing anymore. I would expect 1843 to 1846 where I would get out of my trade. I think it's better if I give you these trades like that, and you mix your analysis in with me as the indicator, and then tell me how your trades work out. Now, flash updates. I will put a trade in my simulator at all times, dead center of these support zones that I feel the market should get to. If they get filled, I will flash update you on where I'm getting out of those trades. So I will continue to flash updates. They will be just as important. But remember, for me, I'm always going to be looking at somewhere in my zone. I don't want to tell you that's your buy zone. Do your own homework. So that's the way we'll handle the flash updates. If you want to get on my flash update list, give me an email at futuresanalysts@gmail.com. Call me, 718-351-2266. We'll put you on the flash updates. Hit the subscribe button when you're at the YouTube site, and you'll get our videos, boom, like that. Get back to me with some emails tomorrow. Let me know if this format is better for you. I think it is. I think it gives you more freedom. Get back to me with some feedback and we'll see if we can make it a little better. Good luck trading tomorrow, guys.
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck trading.